Theoretically, we are in this. Not really sure though. It's very early. Audio balance is probably kind of messed up. I'm guessing that's very quiet, but whatever, it doesn't matter. I'm gonna be skipping all that. Who needs it? Alright. I have not played Scholar of the First Sin in a while. That's not true. I played it last week, but before that, I hadn't played it in a very long time. Uh, I'm more familiar with the original Dark Souls 2 than I am with Scholar, so this could be interesting. Alright, this could be tricky. Nope, we're good. Is he chasing me? Sorta. Should be fine. Grab the silky stone. I don't know how a stone is silky. That always bothered me. Uh, Laura. Yep, yep. Let's see. I'm gonna make Laura a lady. And, let's see here. Yep, that'll do. Looks like a Lorup to me. Let's give you some hair, though. That's just my hair. Um, yeah. Yeah, that feels right. That feels correct. It's not really... Oh. Yeah. Okay. That'll do. That looks like a Lorup to me. Um... Alright, we're gonna... Sorry about that. I'm getting messages on Discord. We're gonna be a sorcerer. And I'm just gonna get this. No, let's get the petrified something. That's gonna do the most good for us. All right, I've been joined. Oh, hi Jeb. Can my guest say something? Hello. Is my guest audible? Jeb, now that you're in the chat, if you could let me know. Otherwise, it's gonna become a real riveting stream real quick. Let me tell you. Um. Okay, well, it sounds like Jeb cannot hear you. But that's fine. We have options. What we can do. That's that's fine. We'll sort that out. It's this is what makes the best streams uh is this. So we're gonna
Stream audio is the Dark Souls of
yeah.
streams.
Okay, how's that? I think that should be working.
Let's hope so.
Jeb can inform me in the chat, but
Yeah.
anyway, so this is Lorup. Ah,
Lo-
yes.
lo- can, can I
Sorry.
get a
What were you gonna say?
can I get a spelling?
Lorup?
Laura?
In the normal way.
Oh, of course. Yes.
Um, yes. Do you want to introduce yourself?
Me. Oh. I am Ben. I'm a friend. Friend? Yeah.
Yeah. I hope so.
I don't know
I
why.
hope we're friends.
I don't know. Uh-oh. Some unfortunate secrets coming through in this chat.
Do we need to have some discussions after this?
Catherine, I didn't want to bring it up, but I suppose now that we're in a stream, there's nowhere better to say.
Let's see.
I am a friend. I'm the lackey. If this is a TV show, like Catherine would be the really cool hip protagonist. I'd be like that.
A lie, and
like,
you know it.
Oh, get out of here.
Anyway.
God, is this the beginning of this? This is the beginning.
Yeah, this is very big. We just made Laura appear.
Great. So Laura's got the red skin going on.
Yeah, we hit random a couple times.
Okay.
We ended up with this beautiful face.
Yeah, I kind of got that.
I picked
Geralt
the cool like undercut dreadlocks though.
Oh, okay, yeah.
That was all me. That was artistic license.
Oh. Wow, even Jeb's joined. A lot of real punchy stream.
I mean, listen, I know what I'm about. All right, I'm not here to lie to myself.
Okay. Well, this is the kind of question that starts fights at bars. But I have to ask, Dark Souls 2. What is your opinion on it in the context of the whole Souls series? Let's include Bloodborne. Let's include it for now. Like, I guess.
So are we talking all like the Soulsborne stuff?
All the Soulsborne. Let's say yes. Now, I think actually, because Sekiro and Bloodborne are to some degree somewhat different. Let's just say Demons and the Dark.
Okay, trilogy. so just the Souls.
Keep it simple. Yeah.
Okay. I think that it is probably the worst designed of the Souls games. But I still think that puts it as at a fine level. I think it's still a fine game.
Wow, Jeb bringing out the
yeah.
The deep cuts there.
But yeah, no, I would say that being the worst designed of the Souls games still puts it about on par with most other action RPGs of its class.
Yeah.
I'm ready to be strung up for that opinion.
I don't know. I feel like there was the early period of Dark Souls 2 where there was just a lot of negativity. There was a lot of kind of like, oh, this is a terrible. But then I feel like people kind of came around to Dark Souls. I feel like it slowly grew a kind of fan base comparable to. Maybe not quite to comparable to Dark Souls.
Yeah, not quite comparable. I would say it's probably more like the people that didn't like it didn't dislike it enough to keep hating it, but the people that did like it liked it enough to stay in there.
Yeah, I do remember people like unanimously saying that the DLC was really.
So here's a fun fact: I have not played the DLC.
What?
I played the original base game of this to death. Like, I don't know that I have played a game. No, that's not true. I've definitely played a game more than that. But I played it a lot. I sunk hundreds of hours into that game. And I knew it kind of backwards and forwards. And I never picked up the DLC.
Unbelievable.
Um,
I-
that's
mm,
not 100%
well,
true. There is one area I do not know backwards and forwards.
no.
It is my least favorite area in this game. People who know me will be able to guess what that area is. We don't need to go into it right now.
Okay. I don't know what that plays. God, it just every
There's
this stream it just.
all right. Listen, this is a spoilerful stream, so like
Okay.
if you haven't
I
played Dark
think
Souls 2 and you really are like still planning on getting
I
it,
don't know. I,
uh, I
look,
think
I
it's still like 10
respect your
bucks right
fear. I don't
now.
know how many people are coming in saying, "Oh boy, this is the Dark Souls 2 stream I'm coming in for."
Listen, I don't want to speak for anyone. I don't
That's
know what
true. You
I don't
never
know
know.
what
I have.
circumstances in life have brought you to this point.
That's
But
fair enough.
I if you haven't played Dark Souls 2 and you really don't want later areas spoiled, uh probably just find a different stream. And also, I think this version of the game is like 10 bucks right now.
Yeah. Is it?
Uh
Oh, that's nice.
it was for a little while. I don't know if it still is.
What version do I have? I probably don't have the DLC version actually.
This is Scholar of the First Sin, which is
I don't
a
think
very
I
different
have.
version if you're unaware.
Oh, oh, really? Oh, did they change the
Yes.
whole game?
Yes,
I
they
didn't know.
did. We will actually be seeing some of those changes pretty soon.
Oh,
Um, but what I was going to say is the area that I don't like is there's an area with a whole lot of spiders.
oh,
And
right.
I don't like spiders. Also, I'm noticing something on my chat. If Jeb in the chat, could you say hello for me, just real quick? Sorry again. I know riveting stream experience, but
Oh, these things happen. It's what makes it real. You want those edges. You want that.
okay, there we go. I wasn't sure if my on-screen chat overlay was working,
Oh.
but it appears to be. I guess the timing has worked out that every time I've looked over, it has not been on screen.
Hmm.
So I don't know what it is about this spot, but like
What?
there's
Whoa.
always 1,000 bloodstains and always 1,000 messages.
What happened?
I don't. I think this is honestly just something that like the designers programmed in to happen here.
Oh, to kind of remind you, like, to let you know about.
I think it's meant to put you on edge early is the idea.
Okay.
That's
Yeah,
my
it
best
does.
guess because otherwise I cannot fathom why that always happens. By the way, we're heading back in here real quick because I didn't show this off. Already one of the changes we have. This guy.
This guy. Yeah, I saw. I noticed there's a guy standing next to the entrance. I thought that was an enemy. Blimey.
Well, I mean,
Oh,
technically it is, but
oh, statue. Oh.
yeah. So that's
Huh.
one of the first changes you'll notice from base to scholar. Basically, scholar redid this game mostly in enemy placements.
Oh.
They
Okay.
completely changed up. I mean, where all the enemies are. I think it added a couple new ones, although maybe they were in one of the DLCs and I just didn't see that. But there's like some ninja motherfuckers that'll drop in and attack you every now and then. Notably, it added a bunch more pursuer fights.
Oh. Hmm.
Yeah, so that's fun. Yeah, it's like you can die in that area. Like that's, but
It's a hazing ritual. If you want to be a real Dark Souls 2 player, you kite the pigs over. You're like, now you're one of us.
it seems odd to me that specific area would have that many bloodstains that consistently because I've never seen that area not have 1,000 bloodstains in it. And look, it's my avatar.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, my Twitch avatar is still the Emerald Herald.
I still figure the Emerald Herald, honestly. Whenever I think about.
Good.
Just
The
think of Kafra. I just think of you just standing on the edge of the classic coasts of Tennessee.
bearer seek
You
seek
know, those
less.
famous big hills. And I'm trying to think of. Now
I
I'm
mean,
trying to think.
I
Am
mean,
I just
there are
making
hills
myself a
and
fool?
mountains in Tennessee. That's a
I'm sure
real
that.
thing.
Is there a coast? Is it a
There's
coastal
not a
state?
no. It's
Okay,
super not a
phew.
coastal state.
I was just thinking, like, oh god, if there's an ocean, I'm just gonna sound like the biggest fool.
No, no. You were correct. You had the right instincts.
Uh, my face would have been red as Lorip. Oh,
I. By the way, that's how you spell Lorup, because I know you were curious.
yeah, thank you. Yeah. It's like I'm in a high school. It's like, oh god, how do I pronounce this? Oh,
I.
wow, Jeb lied to me. Unbelievable.
Hmm.
Jeb wrote Loryp.
Oh, Jeb.
Unbelievable.
I'm shaking my finger at you, Jeb. Trickster,
I
prankster.
mean, now Jeb is telling me that Majula is definitely in Tennessee. You know, you playing with my feelings. Like, am I supposed? Can I believe this? Like, maybe true. I don't know. Tennessee. It's possible that there are just Catherine has to like open the door. It's like, oh, these fucking zombies.
Yeah, I mean, basically. Ah, yes, Jeb's correct. Jeb is Canadian, so that's their spelling.
Okay, there you go.
Also, there's a K.
Oh, and I know those statues. Those
Yeah,
statues.
we're
I
probably not gonna
remember
get to
them.
those during this particular stream,
I
but
need it.
anyway, we can't afford anything here. But notably, this ring and this ring are both. Well, this ring more than this one, but this ring will be very important later. Although since we're a sorcerer, not as important.
Hmm. The best part of coming back to Dark Souls over a stream that I am sharing with someone. Sharing? I'm not.
You're
Wow, claiming ownership of
sharing
the
in the
stream
stream.
already. But watching, I have to mute it obviously because otherwise
Right,
I'm just
right.
gonna hear myself talking. So I have to like I don't remember any of the voices of the characters in Dark Souls 2, so I have to just think like what does this character sound like? I had to make it up in my mind. It's a fun exercise.
I mean, Bearer Seek Seek Lest is burned into my psyche, and I will never in a million years be able to forget that voice. But yeah, everyone else is just like, I don't know, they could sound like anything.
Oh, it's me, the cat.
I mean
Get a
that
good look at this pussy.
you're
Yeah.
I mean you're not actually that far off. So we're gonna be bumping Faith
Faith.
because
Oh,
uh
because we're in Tennessee and that's important.
it's true. No, so I'm ultimately I want to turn this into a dark build because that is just the most busted build in this game.
Dark build. I've
Yeah.
never heard of that.
With dark spells?
I don't know magic. I was always I kind of always just stuck to the like basic sword and shield builds. So
Oh, interesting. Okay, so you've got your magic and you've got
yeah,
your faith,
there's
your
pyromancy and then
miracles.
there's faith, right?
Yeah, so there's magic, pyromancy, and miracles. So in the DLC for the original Dark Souls, uh they started adding in dark spells,
Okay.
which are in this game, unsurprisingly. Oh, I forgot to rest at that bonfire to get my other Estus flask. Oh well.
Uh
Oh no, what will I do? There's a
oh.
bonfire just ahead, so we'll be fine.
Uh,
But and this game, rather than just have them be like weird DLC items, uh, also has dark spells, and dark spells work kind of similar to how pyromancy works, actually. In this game, at least, pyromancy works very differently in the original Dark Souls than it does in
hmm.
future games. So pyromancy, so magic scales off of intelligence, and miracles scale off of faith. Pyromancy scales off of both. Uh, And Dark also scales off of both, but in a different way that, like, back when I was playing Dark Souls 2,
Oh,
like, every fucking day, I could have explained it, but I can't now because I don't remember.
don't worry. My brain is just go. Oh, I just feel like I'm in university. I'm like, oh, I got to write all this down.
Yes, you can call me Professor.
Uh, okay. Faith. Humanity. Pyromancy. I can't write it down. It's too late.
Yeah, so
Changing the slide.
basically, Dark functions very similar to Pyromancy, and in fact, I believe it is in Dark Souls 3. It just is like advanced Pyromancy.
Okay.
Um,
So it's blasty, I guess. It's kind of how I remember.
sort of. So the thing about it in this game in particular, hey bud, bye bud. Uh, in this game in particular, uh, you have both dark sorceries and dark miracles, and they're both really good for different reasons. Dark miracles have some of the highest damage output in the entire game, but they actually cost money.
Oh.
It
There you go.
costs souls every time you cast them.
Isn't that the way in real life? Dark miracles costing money. Oh. Oh.
um, I don't use them that often. They're fine, but I just don't. Um, but what interests me is one spell in particular, which is Dark. Oh, I just got kicked in the face.
Oh.
Dark Orb. Dark Orb is it's basically the most basic dark spell you can get. Uh, you get Dark Orb. It is you get 20 casts of it, uh,
Okay.
which is pretty high, all things considered.
Yeah,
Um,
that's fine.
you get 30 of the most basic sorcery, so 20 is pretty good. Uh, it functions very similarly to your soul arrow, which is the basic sorcery that I've been using. Uh, but it's A, more powerful, and B, it does stamina damage as well.
Oh.
Which I think normal sorcery does a little bit of stamina damage, but not a ton. Oh, great, I can't equip this short sword.
Oh.
Uh, so basically, Dark Orb lets you just steamroll your way through enemies. It's ridiculously powerful. It can break through guards and shields, um, and you get to You can cast it like a bajillion times
Okay.
because you can equip multiple instances of the spell. Because there's like 3 or 4 that you can pick up in the game, and then you can just cast it like 60 times.
Oh. Oh. Okay. So you just get multiple slots that you could bump up to 20.
Yep.
Oh.
So, yeah, it all kind of works together to make Dark just the most broken build.
Oh. Wasn't there a knight here? Or am I just misremembering?
How do you mean?
Like there's like those like sad looking knights who are just like chilling, and then if you
Oh,
attack
yeah,
them,
I
they'll
believe
attack
there
you.
was one in the base game. There's not here.
Okay.
We might see where they end up in this stream.
Okay. Yeah. I don't know why that's just always kind of stuck in
Uh,
my mind. It's kind of never forget.
You never forget your first night.
yeah.
What my mother told me.
Okay, so according to Jeb, apparently the difference in scaling is that Pyro combines Int and Faith, while Dark uses the lowest of the two stats. Yeah, that tracks.
Oh.
Because I knew it was like Pyro is better early game, Dark is better late game. Because
Uh,
if it's using because since Dark uses the lower of the two stats, you have to pump both.
right.
But since Pyro blends the two, you don't have to be as. I mean, it's better if you pump both, but it can function without
It's
doing
a
so.
bell curve.
Sure. Anyway, yeah, Dark is just it's the most busted best build in this game.
Well, let's get busting.
Like there's not even a starting pyromancy class for this game because it's pyromancy and dark are too good.
Oh. Oh, there's no more pyromancy.
I could be misremembering. Pyromancy does exist. You just can't
Yeah, but
start
there's
as a
no like it's
pyromancer.
not a selected. Oh. Oh.
And I'm prepared for Jeb to be like, "What are you talking about? Of course you can start as a pyromancer, but as I recall, you cannot start as a pyromancer. You just have to stat into it.
Yeah.
Oh boy, this could be the end of our hero.
Oh. Ooh. Oh wow, this is just hanging out.
Yep. Okay, we're good. Okay. So one thing I have learned from playing this game so much is that don't be afraid to use your life gems.
Oh yes, the life gem. I like the life gems. I like that idea a lot.
I mean they're fine. I think this game tried to do a lot of stuff different with Estus from the first Dark Souls for better and for worse, I'll say.
Mm.
Which I think that's kind of ultimately why this game ended up the way it did is it really didn't want it could have just rested on its laurels as being Dark Souls, but it didn't want to. It wanted to
Mm.
try and do new different stuff. And some of that stuff worked and some of it didn't. And I don't know.
Well,
I appreciate that.
yeah, I can respect something that like tries and fails than something that just like is just like, hey, whatever. Like
Yeah, it's
we
like
don't fix what
they
isn't broke.
From Software could have just released uh essentially a full-length DLC of Dark Souls, and I think people would have been happy with that. I think I think that Dark Souls fans would have been perfectly happy to have essentially just more DLC.
Hmm.
Uh, but I appreciate that they didn't go that route. All right, I can't equip that buckler either, so I think we're gonna have to put a few of our souls into some stat boosts.
Oh.
All right. Tell you what, I'm glad I'm working from home today because I have to be at work in like 3 hours.
Before you're about to say, I have to do work, but hey, it's Dark Souls.
No, 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 no. I'm going to end the stream before I have to be at work.
Oh.
I'm working from home, but I'm not that free. We're gonna go ahead and buy that key, even though it costs us precious, precious souls.
Uh, I really need to check out. I'm not sure now. Thinking about it, I'm not sure if Dark Souls has any Japanese voice acting. I
I feel like
think
it
it.
probably does.
I'm not sure because I feel like when I have the PS3 copies of it, they are in Japan. They are Japanese copies, but I feel like it is Japanese subtitles with English voice acting. It's really weird.
Hmm.
But sometimes it does happen that they're just like, look, whatever, just it's going to be easier to record one language.
Like I guess that makes some sense. It seems strange.
Yeah, I don't know. I'd have to check to make sure because I'm very curious as to what the Japanese laughter is like.
All right. So I'm currently trying to bump up my strength so that I can equip better weapons. I'm also gonna have
Right.
to
Oh yeah, the
pump up
short
my
sword you
dex.
mentioned.
Yeah, because the dagger's a really bad weapon, and I don't want to just solely be relying on my spells. I also would like to equip this shield, if possible. Yeah, actually, let me. Okay, so I need 7 strength and 10 dex. So, take a little bit to get there, but
Yes, this campaign will be using encumbrance. Make sure you
I
stat your strength accordingly.
can't believe you would say these words in my chat.
No, you may not use the buckler. I'm afraid it is over encumbrance.
I can't believe you would say this. I can't
Are you
believe.
wielding the buckler?
I,
If your grapple check will take a penalty if so.
I can't
Let me
believe.
consult the
I
charts.
can't believe this is happening. I can't. I thought we were friends.
Well, the beginning of this stream, it was foreshadowing for what was to come.
uh, Now, did you remember to bring your weapons because you did not explicitly state that you brought them. I'm willing to allow it this time, but in the future, I want you to be more careful.
Excuse me, that spell says you need a newt's hand, and I do not remember you specifying that you were buying it while you were in the town. I'm just playing by the rules, guys. I don't know why you're getting so upset.
If you didn't want to play this game, you should have just said so. Oh, fuck. Sorry, I'm getting shivers just thinking about that.
Uh, I've been lucky, and honestly, I say I've been lucky. It's just I've always been the GM, so I've never had to encounter GMs who are like that.
Yeah, yeah. All right. Also, somehow I did not remember to grab the Estus shard that's over here.
Oh,
Because I, you ever get into one of those scenarios where you think so hard about doing something that I guess your brain just decides that you already did it?
all the time. Yeah. Whoa, hello.
Oh,
Oh, whoops.
I see. You have an incoming message.
Whoa, that's. I set an alarm to remind myself to work out. Spoiler warning: it has not worked out very well. No pun
What?
intended.
This is a workout. What are you talking about?
That's true. Yeah, I'm working my brain, the most important muscle of them all.
All right, there we go. That's what I forgot to do. So let's go ahead and open this guy's shop for him. It's that key we bought.
Oh, is that okay?
Uh, I don't believe you. I believe you don't get that until a little bit later in the original game. I
Really?
don't.
Oh, okay. So you have to.
I don't. I
You
don't
can
remember
buy
off the
it
top of my head
early
where
with.
you get it in the original game,
Yeah.
but I know. I'm pretty sure you didn't just buy it from this lady. Although you might have. I don't remember. Don't trust my memory. It's bad. You could summon Arthur.
Arthur, like a king of the Britons?
Uh, yeah, he can clench his fist and do the meme thing.
Oh, yes.
Two very different Arthurs.
Oh, oh, right. God,
Yeah, that
I'm
one.
really trying to think. Like, what's the meme fit? The
Listen, it
thing?
was a bad joke.
I,
I
no. Hey,
understand that I have done a bad thing.
yeah, you tried, and you know what? That's the most important part of it all.
Oh, forgot this guy was here. Yeah, I fucking hate fighting with the dagger. All right, I picked up this. I can wield this one.
Oh, yep, there you go. Oh, very, very studly.
Anime girl?
Uh,
I don't. B, what's he talking? B, what are they talking about?
I don't know anime. That's my secret.
Neither do I. I'm continually surprised you don't know anime, just given your
I know, it's
personality.
really embarrassing.
Well,
Yeah.
like, given your personality and the fact that you live in Japan.
Yep. I may know characters from seeing them. You tell me their name, I'm gonna be like, oh yeah, okay, sure.
Well, whatever you say.
Sailor Moon, yeah, I've seen her.
Yeah, I've seen her on the streets a couple times.
Yeah. You know me.
Like a fucking character on Law and Order being interrogated. Yeah, I've
Yeah,
seen her a
I know
couple
her.
times.
Yeah. I seen her, but I didn't know her, you know? Fighting Justice by Moonlight. I don't know.
Doesn't mean you watch. What? Jeb, I don't understand what you're saying.
Is that like the crossover between Space Jam and Monster Farm we were all, or Monster Rancher? Which one? No, Monster
I don't
Rancher. Monster
know.
Farm sounds like a very different.
I'm very out of my depth. I have no idea what this conversation is about.
What happened to Space Jam 2? Is that still happening?
I think it is. Last I heard. What about monster trucks?
Is Jeb just like being wiretapped by the FBI and like needs to talk to us in code?
I think they have aphasia.
Oh. Which anime is that?
Actually, I learned that one from an episode of Star Trek.
Oh, excuse me.
Alright, now the good thing about being a magic build is we actually can take this guy on pretty easily.
Whoa, hey, big one.
Alright.
Oh. Oh, I see. So Monster Jam is a monster truck.
Oh, I see. Okay. No, I was specifically not going for the just because B lives in Japan argument. I was specifically saying the way that B's personality is, it continually astounds me that he does not watch anime.
It is weird, isn't it? Yeah.
You
I think
have the
monster
person.
truck.
I don't know what that says about you, but you have the personality of someone who
Yeah.
watches anime.
Hold on. Hey, what do you mean have the let's please define this personality you
You've got a
speak of.
weeby personality, B. I'm sorry to tell you.
Whoa. Yikes.
I know. I'm sorry. I know those are fighting words,
Yeah.
but
Gloves are coming off already.
monster trucks are. Is there a monster truck anime?
Probably.
Holy shit! I want to watch that. I don't.
All
I
right,
don't give a shit about monster trucks or anime, but I want to watch a monster truck anime.
hold on. Give me a second. Let me check. I gotta find out. I have to do the research.
Right? Jeb's on the. Jeb knows what's up. Like.
That is nope.
No.
Mm-mm.
Someone needs to tell. Okay, B, you have a mission. Tell Japan about monster trucks.
I'm really gonna have to. Yeah, this is. Yeah, it's really nothing, is there? Bloody hell. I mean, kids love it. Kids love like because anime. There's a degree to which like you sell toys through them.
Yeah.
Have a Saturday morning show of just hey, look, monster trucks, and they transform, and there you go. You can like sell like different parts that you can like combine these like big wheels and stuff like that. Just saying.
There's like 1,000 things you could do with a monster truck anime. I want this to exist. I'm mad that it doesn't.
Anime Truckosaurus. Fuck. Monster trucks combining into robot dinosaurs and stuff. Whoa, hey, all right.
What's that?
Just these guys just keep rushing you from behind. It's really inappropriate.
Yeah.
It's a
Sorry,
real lack of
you got a
workplace
little walk
etiquette.
in there for a second.
Oh, whoa, hey.
These guys.
Oh. I was just walking down the hall and suddenly.
Walking down the hall.
Oh, yeah, I got him.
That's because it's like his name.
Says I'm hollow, but I say, well, I'm full of personality.
What? That's not walking. What voice is that?
I don't know who that was.
It was like Rodney Dangerfield. Oh, no
I
respect.
think I was slowly warping into Rodney Dangerfield. Like a fly situation of Walken, his skin slowly coming off as Rodney Dangerfield pierced through. Equal horror in the faces of everyone watching.
Oh. Wasn't there like a Rodney Dangerfield cartoon at one point?
Yes. I don't know why that's something I can
Rover
immediately say
Dangerfield.
yes.
That's what it was called. That name just some deep part of my brain just dredged that up.
Oh my god, it really is there.
Rover Dangerfield. I remember.
Oh my god, there he is.
I don't know anything about it except the name.
Look at this big fat dog. Look at this dude with his tie. Look
I,
at him
I,
with this like regular looking dog. I don't like that. Like he's like anthropomorphized a little, and then this dog is just regular, and they're giving each other eyes, and like it should not
oh my
happen.
god, I can't even see this, and I'm horrified.
Yeah, ooh. Rodney Dangerfield. Ah, oh, you'd be a good anime character.
According
Much like
to
the Japanese self-perception of themselves gets no respect.
wow.
Excuse
I-
me, I did not
Damn.
mean to get this. Uh-oh, this stream might be going off
Whoops.
there in a second.
Oh boy. Abort. Turn around.
Uh-oh. Gotta find other jokes. Rodney Danganronpa, got him.
It's just like, wait, a kid have like high school problems and suddenly he talked to Rodney Dangerfield about them. What?
Oh.
Why?
Why wouldn't you talk to Rodney Dangerfield about your
I can
problems?
think of 1,000 reasons why you should not talk to Rodney Dangerfield.
Okay, you know what? Fair enough. He does not seem like a great role model.
Don't know why I'm suddenly dunking on Rodney Dangerfield. I don't actually know if he's like.
I feel like I saw a joke once where I was like, "Ooh, that would not go over well in this day and age."
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, that can be said of most comedians. Not that that's like an excuse, but
yeah, no, hey, yeah, it was a different time.
I don't know. It's hard to say. I feel like he probably would not be a great dude, but
No. Final episode of that TV show is the kid just looking out the window and thinking, perhaps Mr. Rodney Dangerfield didn't deserve any respect.
I'm in a very bad spot right now.
Uh,
That was close. Oh, boy. Alright.
sorry for any ambulances you might be hearing.
I can't believe you have the audacity to have an ambulance drive by you. How dare?
I don't know what to say. Yeah, I live near a hospital, and I told them, "Hey, like, could you turn it down? You know, I'm trying to stream, but uh,
How I listen, fucking go up there and you snap that patient's neck and you say
oh,
next time I'm not going to be so kind about it. Also, I totally forgot that that boulder was there and I just walked right into it.
whoa, whoa, hold on there,
I
Indiana
I
Jones."
I was too into the bit of telling you to go murder someone.
Yeah,
Who's the real dead person now?
I think you're the fake dead person around here. All right, well that was our first death as Lorup.
oh, there goes my neighbor dropping things. It sounds like.
Oh, that one's not getting picked up on mic.
No, it's one of those frustrating things where it's very echoey. It just sounds so loud in my room, but then I have a microphone on. It's like nothing picked up. Feels like Mr. X is living right above me, but
Mr. X.
man, you know, pre Resident Evil 2, that was a porn name.
I've never played Resident Evil 2, so I'm only
Oh,
dimly aware of Mr. X.
he's very scary. Um,
Alright, now this is the tricky part.
yeah.
There we
And
go.
there's two Mr. X's. There's the Resident Evil 2 character, and then there's the formal way to refer to Longshoreman X.
Isn't it also an X-Files character?
Yes. Oh wow, yeah. Yeah, I remember watching that as a kid, and like Mr. X just spoilers. Mr. X, is it Mr. X? No, it's Deep Throat.
Deep Throat
And then
dies.
another Mr. He dies. Yeah, and I was like,
Then
what?
Mr. X takes
He
over
seems
for
so
him.
important. Yeah, spoilers. Mr. X also dies, but he sticks around for way longer than I thought Deep Throat was going to. As a kid, I was like, huh? But he seems so important.
It's almost like nobody was planning anything on that show.
Wow.
Whoa.
Ugh.
I mean, they've admitted they didn't.
Hey, no, yeah, I would not be surprised.
Yeah, no, they Chris Carter has straight up said, "Oh, nothing was planned. We didn't know what the conspiracy was. We didn't know what was happening. We didn't know what the truth behind everything was. We just were making it up as we went."
Yeah.
Which, when you make your whole show about this vast overarching conspiracy theory, maybe
Hmm.
have some idea of what that is.
Yeah, just something.
And maybe take just a minute to think about that.
Stroke that chin and think, perhaps an ending would be an idea. One
All
that
right,
doesn't make everyone
won't
incredibly
get fooled
upset.
again.
Yeah.
Oh, it only rolls down the one time. Of course it does.
I guess you're gonna have to be a little more bold.
Yep. Yeah. Oh, of course, Jeb. How could I be so silly?
Yeah.
We're not gonna listen to what all this guy has to say. We just want him to give us his key.
Oh wow, he's a talker.
Yep. He talks a ton. I feel like it's really easy to miss the key from this guy because you have to
Yeah,
talk to him so many fucking times.
yeah, I would have, yeah, just talked to him once and be like, okay, whatever, just some NPC, I guess.
Like, I knew from experience that you needed to sometimes talk to NPCs multiple times, but yeah,
Like five? Was that five? 4?
something like that. Yeah, and like I think the things he says initially are all pretty similar and like various themes of like, oh, go away, I'm busy, which is like
Yeah,
typically what you hear from the NPCs when they're out of dialogue.
yeah.
So it's like I definitely missed that the first time, which is annoying because there's an Estus shard in that you get with that key. So
Oh, very
um,
cheeky Dark Souls 2.
definitely missed that Estus shard the first time through the game. Didn't get it until near the very end because I am the sort of person who is not afraid to look things up online. Once again, I'm prepared to be hung from the neck until dead.
Whatever. You know what? Everyone has their own kind of
Yeah, no,
fun.
I don't give a shit, but I listen, it's the internet. Someone's gonna throw a fit for no reason.
Really, you really have to just talk to everyone exhaustively.
Yes.
Uh,
If you want to advance their storyline. Now, to be fair, you're never required to advance the storylines.
yeah, yeah,
But that's
yeah.
not the best way of
Uh,
going about this.
not very, not very exciting.
Yeah, it's not
No,
the
exciting.
best.
It's not a great way to block story progress.
Yeah, it's not a great way of handling it. It's like I said, I think this game is easily the worst designed of the Souls games, but I think it's still competently designed.
I think it has its charm.
That's what that key was, by the way. It got us in here.
Oh, there you go.
In case that wasn't clear.
Big old book there.
Yeah, alright, we're actually gonna go upstairs first.
That big book back in the day when didn't have computers with infinite pages. So you were like, oh, I'm gonna have to write my fan fiction on this big book, and I'm gonna just a sec. I'll be back.
Okay then. That is true, Jeb. It will, but you when I say not required, I mean that you can play this whole game without that and not you can get a full experience without experiencing those quest lines. You will miss out on some very nice perks though. Yes, I agree. Uh Sorry, I was trying to read chat and I realized that's a bad idea. I should fight skeleton then read chat. Um So is it actually true that yes, that is true. I have witnessed that firsthand. Every level of New Game Plus adds another skeleton. In fact, if you want to use up a what is it, a bonfire ascetic, you can.
Okay.
Hi.
Ooh, bonfires. Yeah.
Jeb was asking if it's true that every level of New Game Plus you're on adds a new skeleton into this room, and that is entirely correct.
Really?
That is true.
Really?
That really happens.
Oh, get out of here!
Yep. Um, yeah.
I
There's.
now I'm now equipped with pizza. My pizza run is
Oh.
complete. So
Oh.
I made sure to tip the delivery person because hey, you know what? If you're working on fucking New Year's Eve, you deserve a bit of a hefty tip.
Oh yeah, it is New
I mean,
Year's Eve, isn't it?
tip people. It's weird in Japan, I guess, because tipping is just such a non. It's a thing you don't do. But I
Sure.
try my best on special occasions like this. I'm like, hey, look, you're working hard on a day where you really shouldn't have to. Go ahead, take this.
Fair.
Have a good one.
reasonable and good. All right.
And every time I tip them, a new skeleton appears in my room. I'm like, yeah.
I should mention that if you actually listen to the dialogue that guy who gives you the key says, he actually warns you that there's something in the basement.
Oh, okay.
He doesn't say what, but he's like, "Oh, the basement's creepy. I hear noises."
Never anything good in a basement.
Basically.
Don't go down to my man cave. I haven't finished cleaning it up yet.
So, fun fact. Every time I hear the word man cave, it's very funny to me because when I was in high school,
Oh,
there was a big sting operation by the police uh,
whoa.
to cut down on uh, gay men having sex in a cave near a
Wh-
public park. Um,
Uh,
this cave was referred to as the man cave.
oh,
So that's
that's
what
a.
I think about every time I hear that phrase.
Oh, now man cave. You know, I used to hate man cave because it was always kind of, I don't know, it was weird and like asking. But now that I hear it, I'm like, yeah, go to the
Hell
man
yeah.
cave. Go to the gay club in a cave.
All right, well.
The Dark Souls man cave where it's just a bunch of hollows going, you are not getting in this cave with that outfit.
Wow. It's now the part where we mention that you're gay, just to cut that off at the pass.
I've with full respect to the gays out there. Get in that cave. I mean,
I
well,
just
you know what?
like.
Get in the cave when you need to. Get out of that cave and just fucking fight for your rights when you also got it.
All right, we're gonna fight the pursuer.
Oh boy.
Shit. Okay, well I'm gonna have to use a life gem. Oh well. Crap. This has gone poorly.
I
This
do feel very embarrassed actually as a gay man or let's just say gay man. I feel like it's one of
there's
those things where
sexuality is
it's
complicated, and we don't
yeah,
need
it's
to.
too complicated. If I were to describe it in a sentence, it's like, yeah, I'm gay. Sure, let's go with that. That's easy enough. I feel very embarrassed that I have such a sloppy sense of fashion. I'm like, man,
It turns out
I feel like,
stereotypes are bullshit.
yeah. Whoa, they can just come in?
Yeah, so things have not gone well.
Okay, hi. You break the sanctuary.
Luckily, these guys are not that difficult, I say, as I get murdered.
Yeah, they seem a little.
Okay. So the good news is my bloodstain will be easy to get to.
Oh, can they just like kill an NPC?
Uh, yes. I believe yes they can. And in fact,
Oh,
I know in the original Dark Souls, I don't know about the later ones. I assume this is still a thing. They could make an NPC permanently mad at you
oh,
because this game
oh.
doesn't. This game treat at least the original Dark Souls did not differentiate where the source of the damage came from,
Great.
which mostly worked in your favor because it meant that however anything died, you always got the souls for it. So like if you
Ah,
kicked something off of a ledge and it died that way, you still got
yeah.
souls. But it did mean that enemies could attack a an NPC and just kind of brick you. All right, I bumped up my staff a bit. So it should shoot better magic now.
Well, I'll probably join you for this pursuer fight because that sounds pretty exciting. But then I might drop off there.
That's
And
fair. I'm probably gonna keep going because I just felt like streaming today.
yeah,
Oh, we also didn't talk to this guy.
Is
This
this the, like,
guy.
merchant guy?
So this guy
Yeah,
is.
doesn't he get like snootier and snootier as
Uh,
things go on?
yeah. So this is proof positive that capitalism corrupts.
Yeah. Welcome to the revolution, Dark Souls.
Yeah. Because this guy he starts out really friendly, and once you buy a couple things from him, he's like, "Oh yeah, things are going really well." And then as you go, he just like slowly stops giving a shit about you and like doesn't remember who you are.
He goes full Wall Street.
Yep. Since you think you might be ducking out, I will go ahead and tell you. So if you follow that tunnel over there, you get to the Hyde's Tower
Oh.
or whatever. That's where all of the knights went.
Oh, okay. That's where they all just decided, you know what? Let's go to the man cave, boys.
Basically, well, because they're Hyde knights, and so they go to Hyde's Tower. It makes sense. It's
Oh,
just,
of course, yeah. Right.
why am I going this way? What am I doing?
Right there.
Actually, do I?
No, it's me going to the fridge. It's like, why am I here?
Yeah. Look, don't call me out this way. I know it wasn't calling me out, but don't call me out this way. All right. I had hoped to save some of these for the pursuer fight, but I think in the interest of getting to the pursuer.
Expediency. I believe in you. That's a real cheeky
Yep.
place to have that. Like, I feel like they knew exactly what was gonna happen. I feel like it was some designer who was like, "Oh, this is really gonna mess." Oh, hey, whoa, hey, all right.
Hey, bud.
Change what I'm talking about. People just keep coming from behind. It's a bit rude, you
A
know.
little bit. That. How are you not dead? Right. Slam a do.
Just to confirm, is the pursuer the like really scary armored guy who floats?
Yes.
Oh, right, yeah. Oh, you can just do that, huh?
Yeah. I forgot that they did that, and that you don't want to stand directly behind them. Dark Souls.
You died.
Well, the good news is, if this happens enough times, we'll just depopulate the area.
Is that a thing? Do they like lessen the enemies in the area if you die enough?
No. So in actually, I assume it's in Scholar of the First Sin, but it was definitely in the base game. Uh, you could, if you killed a given enemy, I don't know how many times, a certain number of times, they just wouldn't respawn.
Oh,
Um, I think it was meant as a means to stop you from just level grinding.
hmm.
Um, but it kind of works out to,
Check for behind you.
yeah. I remembered this time. Uh, yeah, I don't know. It's sort of a weird mechanic that
Yeah.
doesn't really mean much. It's very strange.
I like what they're going for. I guess
Yeah.
it feels like a. I'm sure it wasn't intended that way, but it sounds almost like something they could have used as a difficult, like a one of those like subtler difficulty sliders.
Yeah, like it definitely helped because the first time I went to face oh well, that was a waste of a arrow there at the end. Because the first time I went to fight the sinner, I forget what the adjective for the sinner is.
Adam,
What?
don't worry, Bible joke.
Anyway, um, Lost Sinner, maybe? I don't know. Uh, I remember the boss rush for that was a nightmare at the time, and I could not beat that boss because I didn't know that you could turn the lights on.
Oh,
So there's something I'm going
it
to
is
do
the
real quick.
lost sinner.
Okay. Uh,
Oh.
I'm going to kill these guys before fighting the pursuer because otherwise this fight will not go well
Oh,
for me.
oh, that's really cheeky that they're just there.
Yep. And
Oh, hey, hi.
yep.
Ooh.
Oh, I
Ooh.
am not doing shit for damage to this guy.
I forgot how much the pursuer upsets me. I don't know what it is, but
It's probably just the fact that he's always there. Like,
just he's so big and fast. Like,
no, no, okay.
all right.
Um, so the trick is you definitely want to get up onto that platform though, because I believe there is a an Estus shard up there in this version.
Oh,
All right. I don't believe he respawns up there. At least he didn't in the base game. But once you killed him there, he just didn't.
okay. Yeah, I feel like he was a special. Um,
The pursuer is just such a special boy.
He's a special boy. Um,
They were saying the way he swings that sword, he might be bumped up to mini boss.
oh,
Just so proud of him.
he is an actual boss at one point though.
oh,
Worth
You know.
noting.
Oh, well. I'm sure they'll turn around.
Ah, shit. That didn't go
whoa,
how I
hello.
wanted it to. I wanted to make him blow himself up. He didn't,
Oh dear. Yeah. Oh.
because I accidentally broke the barrels with like the gunpowder in it. There we go. So every time, so I just remembered a fun story. All right, now we're gonna find out if the pursuer comes back in this version.
Oh, does
No.
he? Like even after you fight him?
Yeah, no, he doesn't come back. If you lose to him,
Oh.
he's just gone.
Oh, weird. Huh. Okay, I thought you just meant like after he dies, that's it. Like he's a non-respawning enemy. But
Well, I
oh,
mean that is true. Once you beat him in a location, he doesn't go back to it. But no, if you lose to him here, he does not come back.
oh, so he shows up in a different location.
Yep.
Oh,
So if
wow.
you beat him here, he does not show up in his boss arena.
Oh, okay.
But if you lose to him here, then yeah, you have to go fight him in his boss arena.
Oh, is the boss arena far from here, or is it?
Not too far. No. It'll be a little while.
Oh, okay. Well, then I think in my mind, because I'm still thinking of the old Dark Souls 2. I thought this was the fight arena. So this may be the point where I float my way on out of here.
That's fair. I
Enigmatic laughter.
I can man the stream alone.
Oh, well, I mean, that solitude, it really adds to the atmosphere, some might
I mean,
say.
Jeb's here.
Yeah. And I'm sure, honestly, at this point, someone's going to start popping up on chat and say, hey, hi.
Eventually, someone will pop in and say you're playing this wrong,
Oh,
which that'll be fun.
well, it's not me.
It's
I
fair.
don't know.
So I said Jeb's still here. I don't know if they're still here because they're
No.
very quiet. They haven't said anything since praising the man cave.
Well, just it's one of those moments. I'm going to crawl into my own man cave.
Okay.
Wow, had a good exit there back there. I couldn't do it. I got greedy, much
Couldn't
like Dark
commit.
Souls 2, much
Couldn't
like
get there.
Dark Souls teaches us, don't get greedy. And I did.
Can't believe you got
So,
greedy.
I will see Jeb, maybe I will see you around another time.
Oh, okay, cool. Jeb is here.
And Catherine was good hanging out on this
Yeah,
stream.
CB.
It's good seeing a remix of Dark Souls 2 that I have not seen before.
Yeah, it's Scholar is interesting. I don't know if it's a better or worse game, but it's a very different game.
It's different, yeah. All right. Well, bye.
So yeah. Hey Jeb. I think it's just us now. I don't think there's anyone else watching. Yep. All right. What time is it? That's cool. I'll probably keep streaming for a little while at least. I have work in 2.5 hours. But I'm working from home, so I don't have to like get ready or drive to my office or anything. Also, I don't anticipate it's going to be a very busy day, given that it is New Year's Eve. Oh, I forgot that was trapped. I always enjoyed uh, the secret to this, because how do you get in? Well, you knock, and they open the door for you. God, it's dark in here. I never did check with this. Oh, cool. I can make myself look like a phantom. It's not that useful, but I'm not doing anything else with that ring slot, so why not? Do I want to go back that way? Well, I should talk to this friend at least. Hey, friend. All right. So, gonna have to go this way eventually, so fuck it, let's go. Alright, I am nearly out of soul arrows. I should probably bump up my attunement at some point. There's a secret wall here, which this would have told me about, but I already knew. Which gives me a sorcerer's staff, which I do not need because I have a better one. And that's pretty much it. Dual wielding sticks would not actually be all that useful. Turns out it just wouldn't do that much. Shut up, Pate. You see if can I kite this guy to follow me? No, doesn't look like it. That's fine. We'll get to him soon enough. Hey you. Ow. Like getting hit on the backswing. What the hell? So these two actually are some of my favorite enemies in the game, mostly because they sort of exemplify what this game is doing in a weird way. So hollowing in this game, in the previous game, hollowing was just sort of like, oh, you go crazy and then you attack people and that's it. But in this game, they're trying to do a little bit more with it, where there's it's kind of treated as almost kind of a dementia that creeps up slowly as you kind of lose your ability to grasp and comprehend the world around you. And you can see that in most of the plot arcs of the NPCs if you follow them as stated. You don't, strictly speaking, have to. Um, and Where the characters just slowly lose their ability to comprehend the world that they're in, um, until they kind of all start to focus and fixate on one singular thing. Um, and so I like that those two are attacking what it turns out to be, if we examine it. Oh, well, it doesn't say on this one, but what we will later find out is this is the corpse of a giant. And the soldiers of Drangleic, which are what these hollows presumably used to be, were in a war with the giants. And I just find that very interesting that they've apparently lost their ability to comprehend the world around them, and so now they just blindly attack an old enemy. I don't know. Like I said, I think it's interesting, and I think it's a neat take on what this game does with hollowing, which is again one of the things I like about it, and one of the ways it tried to really differentiate itself from Dark Souls 1. I hate those two, by the way. I have more trouble than a human being should fighting them, which is why I used up an herb to just kill them with magic. So we just got the large leather shield, which is a pretty good shield, actually. We cannot currently equip it, though. Alright, so we've now opened that shortcut. Okay, so we're gonna go up here. very slowly. Oh, I should talk to you. She's going to tell us a little bit about history and the giants and whatnot, but we don't care. Mostly I just want her to move to Majula once I've beaten the boss of the area. Bear seek lest. Okay, before I do anything, I want to bump up my attunement one. Just one for now. And bump up my int to 15. I think I'm going to get my int up to 20 before I start pumping more into faith. Just because I think I need to get my damage output up. No, oops, I meant to use both of those. Alright, is that enough for another level? Bear seek lest. Yep. Alright. Now, we have another attunement slot, so we can actually attune this. The Great Soul Arrow, which has half as many casts as the regular Soul Arrow, but as you might guess, does more damage. Since we're here, let's first check out. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and upgrade my short sword, because I think that's a weapon I'm probably gonna end up using for a while now. Check something out real quick. Okay. Sorry about that. I had to check something in another window. Right. So, we have a shot to go take down a boss. Let's go do that. If we go over here. So there's a fun thing you can do with this boss that I suspect I'm not going to be able to do, but who knows, anything's possible. But let's just go at it and see how this goes. I always feel bad for this boss because he doesn't even seem like he's a bad dude. He just like wants to be left alone. Also, he's called the Last Giant. That's a big fat lie. We won't be seeing them in this stream, but there's definitely some giants left. They're just like hanging out in a admittedly kind of hard to reach place. All right, I want to try and make this guy do the thing. Nope. Yeah, you can make him drop his arm if you do it right. So he basically just rips his own arm off for nothing. Alright, so now we have the soldier key. Hey, bud. You doing alright there? Yeah. Yeah, that's fair. Okay, so now we have 10,000 shiny new souls. And yeah, if we hadn't talked to her, she wouldn't have just disappeared there, but since we did, she's gone, and she has relocated here to Majula, which will make her much easier to access later on in the game, since I don't have to remember which bonfire she's at. I don't want to be here. Or do I? I do want to be here, actually. Because I think, pretty sure, I can buy Titanite shards from you. And we're going to upgrade my stuff. Which is basically going to eat through all my souls, but that's fine. I need to upgrade my equipment. Alright, so all of our equipment is now top of the line, and we're just going to go ahead and eat the soul of the last giant, because I don't care about boss weapons. But I do care about levels. Yeah. Done. Alright, so we are theoretically a pretty heavy hitter now, because all of our gear has been fully upgraded, and we have a good int score for where we're at in the game. So theoretically, we should now be able to more or less steamroll our way through this place. Short sword's still not doing spectacular damage, but I mean it's a short sword. What do you expect? This guy's gonna sneak up behind me and attack me, isn't he? And once again, I really hate these guys, so I'm just going to use magic to, well, try to kill them. Alright. Oops. I'm real good at this game, you guys. You guys, I say if it's not just Jeb. Hi, Jeb. I appreciate that you're here. There are, in fact, no guys in my stream chat. Alright. Let's try that again. You know what? We're just going to use some items, because I am sick and tired of dealing with these chuckle fucks. There we go. I forgot that he was there. Alright, so we're dealing some okay damage to these guys now. Not a ton, but nope. Never stand behind them. Classic blunder. Let's try and bait some dudes out here. All right. Yeah, if you just run out here, all of those guys will ambush you, and then you're having to fight them on this narrow sword statue thing. It's a bad scene. Don't do it. Nope. All right. I gotta remember the key. The key in this game is you can't hesitate because attacks take a really long time to wind up. More so than in other Souls games, I feel. And if you're not aggressive and you don't just run in immediately, your attack will not. My controller not like that for a second. Don't know what happened there. But Laura would not move forward. Okay. So honestly, I don't normally fight the pursuer in this arena because normally I will kill him before I get here. I didn't do that this time. I'm gonna restore Laura to her full glory. We're gonna slam some dues. Which, all right. So now that we have our full health back, I'm risking 27,000 souls. That's probably fine. That's probably fine. I'll be fine. It's fine. I'm fine. All right. Well, I'm already dealing quite a bit more damage than I was the last time we fought. So, this is fine. Everything's fine. The nice thing about a magic build is you really get to keep your distance. You don't have to be up close and personal with all of them. Until you run out of magic anyway. Whoop. That was a close one. Oh, I'm out of that magic. There we go. And we'll never see him again. Ever. And we get 2 more people attacking a giant corpse. And then we're going to pick up one of my favorite sets of armor in the game that I don't believe we can equip at the moment. I think it's going to be too heavy. Yeah, the gloves put us overweight. So we're going to run back up here since we've cleared this way. Actually, one thing I did want to check first. Can I even use the Drang Lake Shield? No. Requires 16 strength. I don't have that. Not by a long shot. So we're going to walk over to this nest here. And we're going to get picked up by a bird. Hi, bird. And we're going to skip the cutscenes because we're good. We don't need to watch that. Hey, we're here now. The bird took us here. And there's a bonfire here. You know, considering I'm very out of practice with this game, I'm pretty proud of myself for how I've done so far. Then again, I did specifically pick the easiest build to play, so maybe I shouldn't be too proud of myself. There, Sixty Quest. Okay, so we have some choices now. I think I'm gonna bump up Faith to 10 because we want to start getting that close to our int score because we're gonna get access to dark spells in a little while, and we want that to be nice and high for that. I'm also gonna pump Vitality up because I want to start working towards equipping the rest of the Drang Lakes. Pardon me, the Drang Lake set. I'm gonna pump up my health a couple notches because I don't want to die. And I'm going to bump up attunement and is it adaptation or adaptability? I don't know. So adaptability or adaptation, I should figure out which one it is. Let's adaptability. So adaptability is a weird stat that does a lot of things, but the most relevant of the things it does is it makes certain animations go quicker. So things like raising your shield, drinking Estus, it increases your iframes when you're dodging. Um, it's a weird stat that does weird things, but it's generally you kind of want to get it up to about 20 or so, and then after that you start to get diminishing returns. But getting up to 20 is not a terrible idea. It means you can block a little easier, dodge a little easier. It makes the game a little bit more palatable to play. All right. So, now you might have just asked, why did we buy Soul Arrow? We already have Soul Arrow. Well, there's a fun thing we can do where, and I did not realize I did not have another attunement slot. I thought I got a third one, but apparently not. But for demonstration purposes, if you equip the same spell twice, you get twice as many times to cast it. I'm not going to be using that at the moment because I think it's better to have one Great Soul Arrow and one Soul Arrow. But if I can bump up my attunement again, that's gonna be helpful. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm not really like a melee class, so physical attack's not huge, but I do use my short sword a decent bit, so I'm gonna equip the Ring of Blades. Unequip that. I'm tired of glowing. Look at Lorup. Beautiful Lorup. I'll go ahead and use the soul of the pursuer, because again, I don't care about boss items. Sue me. I'm actually going to go ahead and bear a Sixty Glest. We're going to go ahead and bump up attunement once more. And adaptability up to 10. And I'm going to go ahead and pump up strength to 8. Because we're probably going to want a better shield. And that's going to require more strength. I'd like to eventually be able to equip this Drang Lake shield, but 16 strength is a lot. It's a big ask. I'm going to switch to this large leather shield because it blocks 90. If you look at this number, this is how much of the damage it reduces. So a 90 here means it reduces 90% of the damage. So the Drang Lake Shield reduces 100% of the damage, which is not super common in this game, unfortunately, but it's really nice. The one we were using, the smaller the shield, only blocked 75%. So this 75 to 90% seems decent. Should take us pretty far in the game, I would think. All right. Still haven't picked up a bonfire ascetic. If I pick up a bonfire ascetic, I will show off that the skeletons will multiply. But I don't know that I'm going to pick one up in time to do anything with it. So we're going to head on to the Lost Bastille. Bastila from Knights of the Old Republic. Okay. So, there's a lot of bloodstains down there. Wonder what that's about. Surely it's not important. Eh. What could be out here? I forgot to equip the other soul arrows. Oh well, it's fine. Surely nothing will happen here. Oh no! Oh, who could have guessed that it would be the pursuer? We're being pursued. Okay. Someone is now hosting me. Hi, if you're watching from the hosted channel. I don't know who this is. Thank you. I'm very bad at this game. As an example. I did know that, and in this version he kind of does. Not like a ton, but he definitely shows up a lot in this area. Oops, whoops. I'm very good at video games. Very good at video games. I'm just gonna do this way. Alright, let's try this one more time. Come on, buddy. All right. Whoop. Whoop. Oops. Okay. That was a mistake. It's fine. We're fine. Whoop. We're fine. No, no. No, 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 no. Okay. Didn't dodge in time. You know, when I was playing this game last week, I didn't have any trouble with the pursuer. So I don't know what the hell's happening now. I actually think the pursuer is like weirdly easier on a um non-magic build. At least for me anyway. Try this again. Oh, poor Lorup. What happened to you? Boop. Forgot he had that attack. Alright. There we go. Don't even remember what's in this chest. Oh, Fragrant Branch of Yore. Okay. And the Covetous Gold Serpent Ring, which, since I have a ring slot free, might as well. Go ahead and top off my health. Alright. These guys. I don't like these guys. But we get to meet one of my favorite characters. Hi, Lucatio. Hello. Lucatio. Not Lucatio. Whatever. Lucatio. It's fine. Friends mispronounce each other's names all the time. Isn't that right, Jeeb? Okay, we have exhausted that dialogue. Um, oh, that was not what I meant to do. Okay. just gonna keep wailing on these guys with magic, because I don't like them. And that didn't go quite as planned. How was I doing better when I had B here? How was I doing better when I was more distracted? Okay, I'd rather not die to this guy now, because would like to pick up my 9,000 souls. Mm, well, it's begun. I've begun to hear my work email alert. It's fine. I don't have to actually log into work until 8 a.m., which is in 2 hours local time. I'm working from home today because it's New Year's. However, when I log into work, the stream will have to end because while I don't anticipate it being a very busy day, I think my boss would frown on me streaming while I'm supposed to be at work. Let's see. Bump up faith. All right. Is there anything else I want to do while I'm here? I picked up a large Titanite shard, but don't really care about my short sword getting to +4 because it's not my main damage dealer right now, so I'm gonna hold off. Oh, and then I need to do this. Yeah, hey bud. Yep, there you go. Right, so like I said, I could level that up, but I don't feel the need to. Do you have anything I want to buy though? Not particularly. Can you infuse my short sword with anything? Don't have a fire drake stone for that, although getting a fire infusion on something might be a good idea. I've got this long sword, but I don't have enough strength to wield it, so I don't know if it's that helpful to me. Getting any sort of infusion would be cool, but I don't have any stones for it, so. Yeah, shut up. I want to open your treasure chests. I'll have to rest at the bonfire to get him to stop sitting on that one. Bunch of Titanite shards. There you go. So I've just picked up another large titanite shard, which means I can turn this and make this better. I'm perfectly happy to make my staff more powerful, because that's just going to benefit me. And let's actually remember to do this time. Okay, so now I can cast Soul Arrow 62 times, which, should be good, I think. I think we'll be fine. I think I'll manage. Alright, so I have a couple of options of where to go, but I think I'm going to start heading down this other path. Over here. Sorry, I got turned around for a second. So, contraption does not move. Oh, what could that be? It's so weird. It could be anything. Should probably be checking more of these to see if they're mimics, because I don't actually know if they changed any of the mimic placements in Scholar. Oh yeah, for those of you who are joining in late, I played the original Dark Souls 2 like 1,000 bajillion times many years ago, but I have not played it much recently, and I know very, very little about Scholar of the First Sin, so... This is it's sort of a semi-blind stream. It's like an eye patch stream. Alright. Don't want to attack the Hide Knights. This is probably going to go poorly, but what happens if I try and fight this one with my short sword? Not too terrible damage, actually. Not amazing, but not the worst. There we go. So yes, I do know the trick where you can get this guy, this boss, to kill himself. I'm not going to do it. Because that's the coward's way out. Here we will fight in a duel of honor. And, not these guys, though. Fuck these guys. They're not worth my time. Oops. Shit. Okay. I always think he's going to go for a third swing on that combo. Yeep. That was almost real bad. Ugh. Okay. Fuck. All right. All right. One more hit should do it, but don't get cocky. There we go. All right. And so now that we killed Dragon Rider, all of those Hide Knights woke up. Hooray! But we're not going to deal with them yet. First, we are going to talk to our friend over here. Yeah. She's the fucking con artist. So this is basically the only time where you don't have to, but you basically have to exhaust all dialogue with her. This is the only time it's not really optional, because you need her to be in a different location. Could go ahead and pick up Lightning Spear for when we have the faith for it, but it seems like a waste at the moment. We're going for a dark build, by the way, in case you were not around for the earlier portions of the stream. Bear, Seek Last. Alright, so we can bump that up to 16. And I'll keep slowly bumping strength up. So she is now gone. She has moved on to the place that we will need her to be at later. But for now, we're going to press on in this direction. Hey, buddy. What are you doing here? Yep. this guy. So this guy is going to be a slight problem for us. Because that shield of his is going to make it very difficult for us to cast magic at him. But turns out we just made him look like a chump, so it all works out. And for our trouble, we get bone dust. Exactly. Look, I have a plan for this stream. It's fine. I have a very foolproof plan. I'm the fool. It's me. Oh, hi, bud. I'm just going to give that thing a wide berth. I don't think there's anything up there we need to yet. We do have a fragrant branch of yore. Uh, Falcon. Falcon's the guy that sells dark sorcery spells, right? We're gonna be heading to him soon. I was actually just thinking I might head to him before I go into this next area because I think I should have enough. I think my stats should be good enough that he'll want to talk to me. I don't remember what the threshold is off the top of my head. It's gonna be embarrassing if that's not who Falcon is and I'm just completely misremembering. Go ahead and burn this while I'm thinking about it. Alright, so I have 2,000 souls, which should honestly only just be enough to get to this new path. Because I believe she wants 2,000 just to move it. Yeah, hello. Yes, okay. So, unless I have any hard souls I'm carrying, I won't be able to actually buy any of these spells, but that's fine. We can at least see how much we need. I've got some hard souls on me. Especially if I'm willing to eat that boss soul, and this stream has proven already that I am more than willing to eat boss souls. Hey, buddy. Yeah, okay, this is Falcon. I was correct. I remembered right. Okay, so what do you have? A couple interesting things. Nothing I super need. But this is what I really want. Oh, it's only 600 for Dark Orb. And I have the stats to cast it, so I should probably pick that up, because Dark Orb is super busted. Well, this should be enough, right? Nope. Nope, I'm 40 short. Whoops. All right. I could pick up some of this other stuff, but we don't really need it. It doesn't do a ton for us. Like these resonant soul ones, like I said, they can have some of the highest damage output in the game, but we don't really need it. It's not like that important. All right. So we're gonna replace one of our soul arrow slots with Dark Orb, which can be cast 21 times, which is absurd for how powerful it is. You can basically play the entire game casting nothing but Dark Orb from here on out. So now that we've done that, let's head back to No Man's Wharf. Yes, also it's an orb, so it is very powerful. Please do not use the orb lightly. Okay, so this is one of the areas that benefited most greatly from Scholar of the First Sin, because this area is the fucking worst in the base game. Not the worst area in the base game. That's a lie. There's worse areas that we won't be seeing on this particular stream, but um, this area sucks. It's not good. It's manageable on whoop fuck. Good at video games. But yeah, no, this area is miserable in the base game. It's too long with not really any shortcuts. They added a lot of nice things for Scholar on this area. Anyway, yeah, Dark Orb, very powerful. And it will only get more powerful as we bump our stats up. Oh, hello. There we go. So this is the part of the game where I honestly don't know what the intended route is. Like, I don't know when the game expects you to come here, when it expects you to keep exploring the Forest of Fallen Giants. Uh, it doesn't feel like the devs really had a clear idea of what the progression was meant to be at this point. Don't fall off. So if it feels like I'm sort of wandering from area to area without a real goal in mind, that's kind of just what the game is at this point. Yeah, so like that's the thing. You can come here immediately. Whoop. Yeah, I don't know a whole lot about PvP in this game because I don't play PvP. I don't like it. Um, but so I will trust your take on that. What is that thing I just picked up? I wasn't reading it. I just noticed that it Triclops snake troches? Boost petrify resist. Interesting. Don't remember that item at all. Hey, look who it is again! It's my friend. Oh, look how good of a friend she is! Best friends. Me and Lucatiel, we're gonna fucking hang out. And go shopping and have a girls just wanna have fun montage. Come home and have a sleepover. Paint each other's nails and talk about, well, I was gonna say boys, but I'm gay, so girls. Where'd you come from? Let's see. To be very careful here, because now I'm covered in oil. And I do not want to be hit with a flaming arrow while covered in oil. That's bad. These are the wonderful insights that you have come to my stream for. Do not be set on fire while covered in oil. Okay. Everything's fine. Oh, there we go. Oh, hey, bud. Fuck. Oh, shit. There we go. So that way is blocked off. Who is shooting at me? Oh, you're over there. Okay. And I usually like to activate this lockstone face mouth because it makes that area up there a lot easier. Also, I just like being able to see. All right, bye, Jeb. Thanks for hanging around. Pardon me. Don't forget to ring the bell. Do not forget to ring this bell. You will be very angry at yourself. Alright. I don't know how effective dark is against these guys. Not super. Let's see if... yeah, magic's way more effective. Probably could have figured that one, but whatever. Hi, bud. You doing alright there? Having a nice day? These guys! As far as I can tell, these guys are new in Scholar of the First Sin. I don't remember them from the base game anyway. And there's another one over here. Malformed claws, eh? Huh. Kind of want to see how those work. They're probably not great, knowing how this tends to work, but... Oops. Fragrant Branch Reviewer. Wasn't there a secret here in the base game? I remember there being a secret here in the base game. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe they removed it for Scholar. I don't know. Shit! I was trying to avoid getting poisoned, and I don't think I have anything to cure poison. Nope. Yikes! Oh boy. I'm dead. Alright, well. I have to be at work in an hour and 20 minutes, and kind of want to take a shower, so I think I'm going to call the stream there. Oh boy. Alright. Uh... Okay. That would explain. I didn't play around a lot on New Game Plus that much. Uh, Anywho, thank you for hanging around the stream. I'm gonna try and continue this stream, the continuing adventures of Lorup, but I don't know. We'll see how my schedule works out. I've not been able to stream nearly as much as I'd like. But yeah, thanks for coming and hanging out. Till I see you again. Bye.